right, so I've been kind of going through my archive of Modern Warfare videos over the past few days in particular because I've been fixing a lot of thumbnails and rewording some of the titles. And I came across this video that I made a year ago titled, "Who Will Kill Vladimir Makarov?" And it's a short, like 3-minute video. And I talk a little bit about who I think could kill Makarov. And it was between Captain Price, Ghost, and Farah. And so I wanted to revisit that topic today because, first of all, I think I can do a little bit better in terms of commentary and giving my opinion a little bit more, because I feel like back then I was rushed. I feel like back then I needed to keep my videos short and I needed to talk very quickly to kind of get my point across so I didn't lose your guys' interest. But I think I feel more free when I'm able to like go within my thoughts and kind of just let them out. And now this is not a fucking therapy session, which I know it sounds like it, but getting back to the point, I apologize. Who should kill Makarov? That is a big question, because if you look at Modern Warfare 4, we're obviously going to get some finality to the game. And we really, really fucking have to. We have to get the Makarov kill shot in the campaign of Modern Warfare 4. We cannot, I repeat this before I even say it, we cannot go into Warzone after Modern Warfare 4 and have Makarov be alive. Don't fucking do it, Infinity Ward. Do not keep that bastard alive for Warzone and have us kill him in a cutscene and then just cut to black and move on to the next series. Don't fucking do that. I need Makarov to die by my hand. I need to be controlling either Price, Ghost, Alex, Farah, anybody. I don't know. I need to control one of them when I aim my gun at his ass and I fuck him up, because he is a bastard and he killed Soap, and honestly, I want his ass dead and I want to do it. So the question is, who gets the kill shot? Who should get the kill shot? And we'll look at it. We won't take too much of a deep dive into why and who or whatever. But I think if you look at Captain Price, you might think, well, maybe he should get the kill shot, because in a way, Captain Price versus Makarov has always been this like mythical battle, this whole thing of good versus evil, or evil versus evil, or some sort of crooked way of looking at the world, right? Makarov believes that Price sees the world maybe in a similar way that he does, but Price doesn't go all the way and Makarov does go all the way. So it can get very unhinged and very crazy. But if you want me to be fully honest with you, I have never seen this Price versus Makarov as the number one thing for this game. When Makarov was brought up the first time, Price had this expression like, it's Makarov. And you're like, oh shit, maybe he knows him, maybe he did this before. And then when you see their first real interaction, when the airport got blown up and the stadium attacked, it didn't feel like those guys really hated each other. It didn't feel like those guys really had that much of a history. It kind of felt like Price was just trying to scoop up any other, international terrorist. And to me, I always felt that the Makarov versus Price rivalry needed to feel more personal, more intense. And it just felt to me like Makarov didn't even care about Price. It felt like Price maybe was after him, but Price wasn't his main concern. So if Price does go and get the killing shot, it'll be fine. I'll be okay with it, but it won't feel as satisfying. I don't think I would feel like it was very much earned. And I'm not one for like nitpicking campaigns too much, to be honest with you. We get what we get, and I'm like, oh, okay, in terms of like decision making sometimes. But obviously if I don't like something, I go on rants all fucking day. But yeah, I think that Price getting the kill shot wouldn't be too fair. Then we also looked at Farah before, and again, you could say, well, why would Farah get the final kill shot? Well, this whole thing feels like it started because of Farah. The whole Urzikstan thing. Makarov used to be a mentor to Makarov. He used to be in his army. He used to care for him. And because Farah killed Barkov, Makarov wanted to see Urzikstan burn, and he wanted to see Farah and her liberation forces fucking die. Like, he hates them because of that. So to be honest, it felt like Makarov had more of a bone to pick with the people of Urzikstan, with the ULF, and with Farah. So maybe Makarov infiltrates them somehow, kills Alex, which would fucking suck because Alex is a real motherfucker. And low key, Alex could go and get the damn kill by himself because he's just that good. Freaking Delta guy, CIA guy, just badass. So big love to Alex Keller because he is forgotten, but he's awesome. So maybe somehow they ambush my boy Alex, they take his life. Farah gets all hurt about it, joins the fight against Makarov, and she corners him, gets him, and tortures him and kills him, right? That could be a way to take Makarov out, but would that be satisfying, right? To me, no, it wouldn't be. And so many people already hate that Farah and the ULF continue to come back and hate that she was a bigger part of Modern Warfare 3, that I think if you did that, low-key, you would probably piss off a lot of people. A lot of fans just really wouldn't want that. So I don't think Farah should get the kill, even though it seems like Makarov really hated Farah, and there was more of a rivalry almost between them than between Price and Makarov, which is crazy to say, but it's kind of the truth of what I have felt throughout the trilogy. So now you have another person to look at. Well, what about Kyle Gass? Garrick. Could Gass be the one to take out Makarov? Honestly, I don't think so, because the interactions between Gass and Makarov have been very minimal to almost zero. I don't know that they've ever talked or even interacted. Gass getting the final kill wouldn't really make sense for his character, because he's not, like, they don't have anything, you know, and it's not like, oh, they have to have something for them to get the final kill. But I just don't think Gass, if you did it with Gass, it'd be like, okay, right, great. But to me, Gass has kind of taken a back seat, and it sucks and it's sad, but he feels more of a side character than anything else. When you look at Modern Warfare 19, Gass was a big ass part of that, because you had time to concentrate on him. You didn't have Soap, you didn't have Ghost, and it was really Gass and Price together, and then you had Alex on the side. So it made sense. It made sense. But now Gass really feels like a side character. I didn't really feel his presence too much in MW2, and I low-key didn't feel his presence all that much in MW3. If anything, I felt it less. So him getting the final kill on Makarov would be like, okay, great, and then you move on, because nobody really, okay, you know what I mean? It's not, I'm not thinking about that like at all. So realistically, who else do we have that could kill Makarov, or that should kill Makarov? Well, you have Simon Ghost Riley. Ghost could get the final kill. And why would Ghost get the final kill? Well, let's look at the relationship between Ghost and Soap. When Ghost comes in, you know, he's good friends with Price. He knows Price. He operates with Price. But Ghost and Soap are kind of like, oh, you know, Soap kind of seems a little bit of maybe annoying or something to Ghost, but as the relationship grows through Modern Warfare 2, they become like brothers. After everything goes crazy and they get betrayed, they're the only two people that they can trust. So Ghost walks him through things, teaches him things. You know, Soap tells him that he wants to be a captain, he wants to be better than him. All these things that, you know, Ghost felt like a mentor to Soap, to the younger Soap this time, which is kind of funny, because if you look at the original trilogy, you know, Soap was the guy, and Ghost, although he was a really skilled badass, he was under Soap. And so it's very funny how that kind of got twisted and changed in the reboot. But, you know, Ghost was like a big mentor to Soap, and he clearly cared for him. Clearly there was a brotherhood there. And in Modern Warfare 3, you know, Ghost was like, Johnny, you with me? And Soap was like, hell yeah, I'm with you, you know, let's get it. So they had this cool brotherhood, and, you know, they're doing this mission, they're trying to stop Makarov, and Ghost already knows that Makarov is a big threat. And if we assume that Ghost still has a very similar origin story to the origin that we already know of him, then he's lost a lot of people. He hurts heavy. He wants to kill those who have wronged him. And so if that type of stuff is still in Ghost, witnessing the death of Soap when he was so close to getting there, he was so close to helping his friend, his brother, somebody he cared about, and seeing the way that, you know, Makarov killed him, maybe Ghost is going to be like, you know what, I want this motherfucker. So maybe Ghost a little bit more unhinged. Maybe he's a little bit more savage. Maybe he's a little bit more crazy in Modern Warfare 4. And I think that it would be a good thing. I think it would be earned. I think it would be something that I would be behind if, you know, somehow we do these missions, we get to the final act, Ghost takes out a bunch of Connie group members, gets to Makarov, and instead of like shooting him point blank, Ghost goes into like savage mode and beats the shit out of him, takes out a knife and just fucking, you know, slices his throat or stabs him. I don't know, just some unhinged, savage shit to get that revenge. Now, is that going to fulfill Ghost? Is that going to bring Soap back? I'm not a therapist. I don't know. But it would be a cool story to see Ghost on this mission to get Makarov for his friend, for his brother, Soap. That would be really cool, and that would be something that I would be behind. That would be something that I could see happening, and I think it would be, again, earned, and that would be my choice. If anybody needed to kill Makarov, if anybody should get the final kill on him, 1000% it should be Simon Ghost Riley, in my opinion. It's the one that makes sense. It's the one where the story feels like it was built a little bit more. And so, yeah, I wanted to revisit this topic. Let me know what you think. Who do you think should get the final blow, the final kill on Makarov in Modern Warfare 4?